Hey, what's happening, gamers? Welcome back to Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, The Black Order. Why are you always jumping?
I like jumping!
Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and hit that bell to be notified when more Marvel Ultimate Alliance arrives.
Yeah!
Welcome to Tartarus, the underworld, that place you don't want to go to when you die.
I really cannot imagine a worse place we could be right now.
Jersey?
Hey!
What? You said? Oh, never mind. So we brought in Thor and Nightcrawler, and Ghost Rider is keeping us company here.
Went up in that fancy castle who can help us, do you?
The Queen of Hell has many powers, Rodent. Helping others is not one of them.
Oh, and there's one thing I need to do before we start. Can we need to go back to the portal because I need to show people some stuff.
Okay.
There's something that I wish that we would have done earlier in our series, but I didn't really pay attention when Fury was squawking. So, if you go here to your lab, and whoops, sorry.
Lab time.
Lab time. If you go to the lab, and you go over here to that says Alliance Enhancements.
Yeah?
More or less, there are a bunch of things to make your character stronger.
What?
So,
I didn't know about this!
Right. This is your Alliance stats, and as you can see, I've filled out pretty much a lot of them.
Oh, wow,
since
Luke.
the break.
Thank you for
Hopefully,
leveling us up.
this will help us with some of our stats and health and other things.
We should have been doing this the whole time, then.
Probably, as soon as you become aware of it, I would start this Alliance enhancement thing. And also, you know, the ISO 8 thing.
It's like a team skill tree.
Yeah, it's definitely a skill tree, but it's important for you guys to utilize that. They don't really tell you until you're midway through the game, but I believe the lab is... I'm flying over the top of the ground. The lab is available right in the very first level, so you can always start, like, messing around with that. That's what your currency is used for that you collect.
Souls have learned to withstand great punishment in their time here.
Good. Now I won't feel so bad when I send them plummeting to their doom.
It's not really plummeting to their doom. I mean, they're already doomed. They're just kind of here. The God of Thunder with Storm, Mistress of the Elements.
Yeah, we make a team, huh? What a team. I know, Storm and Thor should team up more often.
We will surely join the Legion of Dead that dwell here.
And also, we know about San Diego Comic-Con, but the thing is, the whole Lady Thor thing, it's kind of not really a victory because those books didn't sell. And I was going to answer somebody's question on Twitter a while ago. They were like, well, what does it matter if the books don't sell? Then the company loses money, and it's a big problem. It's never a good idea when you have a comic book gimmick that's supposed to sell comics, and it doesn't sell comics!
Yeah.
That's called losing profits. That's bad for any business.
It would be like replacing Spider-Man with Spider-Ham just because he was in a comic.
Also, the biggest problem that a lot of people had with Lady Thor was her name. She's not supposed to be Thor. Thor is not the name.
Thor is his first name.
Yeah, Thor is his name. His
like Bob
superhero name or his god name is Thor, God of Thunder.
Yeah.
So then Jane would have been Jane, Goddess of Thunder.
Yes.
It wouldn't have been... Calling her Thor is
Thor
dumb.
is his first name, not his title.
Yeah, that would be like... That'd be like if, we'll say Dick Grayson takes over for Batman, Batman dies, and instead of calling himself Batman, he is now Bruce Wayne. He takes over the name of Bruce.
Or in the case of Black Panther, like instead of passing down the title of Black Panther...
You pass on the name T'Challa.
Yeah, like his kid...
Now I am T'Challa.
Now I am the T'Challa. It doesn't make any sense.
No.
His name is T'Challa. His title is the Black Panther. Why would you pass down somebody's first name?
Yeah. So,
also, I can't even say how many things are wrong with this. Well, first of all, the person playing, oh my gosh.
Yes, I know, Natalie Portman, this tiny little girl.
I'm not watching this movie.
Oh, a lot of people aren't going to.
I'm just saying... Alright, I cannot even get into this. The Thor is the son of Odin. He is You know, like, this character is based in Norse mythology. He has superpowers that have to do with being, like, you know, like a Norse god, and not only a Norse god, but the one that actually is the heir to the throne of his father.
Hang on.
You can't just have some mortal chick.
No, Thor's gone.
It just doesn't make any sense. It's stupid. It's ridiculous.
Wait,
You can't just have anyone be like, oh, I'm picking up the hammer now. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it was pretty ridiculous. So, just so people know, if you guys aren't familiar with comic books, the Lady Thor stunt did not sell Marvel Comics. Her very first issue did sell 150,000 comics, but what you have to understand is first issues always sell, and Marvel is synonymous for doing tons of first issues. Like, they've rebooted so many of their properties that it's just kind of like, okay.
Yeah, but the thing is, first of all, if it doesn't sell, that just shows that nobody likes it.
Well, that wasn't just what happened to it. The first book sold. The second book dropped down to 60,000 books sold as opposed to 150,000 for her first issue.
Okay.
By the time she was done with her run, the book had dropped down to 30,000 issues.
All right.
Like, sold.
Think of it like this. If comic books were YouTube channels, and, you know, Lady Thor was a new video or a new channel, you know, it's a gimmick. You know, let's make his girlfriend Thor, who doesn't have any superpowers and had no experience ruling, like, the giant nation or anything like this. All she's doing is sitting around knitting or whatever she does. Okay, no offense, I'm not trying to, like, whatever. I don't know what Thor's girlfriend does. Okay, she does science.
She wasn't even his girlfriend anymore.
She does science stuff. Yeah, that's the other thing.
She was with Falcon, like Captain America Sam Falcon. That was...
Then why would she be Thor? Then she should be Falcon.
No.
It doesn't make any sense.
So, for whatever reason, I don't... hang on. We'll let Thor do his thing. Okay, so, for whatever reason, Thor is proved unworthy to wield the powers of the God of Thunder. Jane, who is a cancer patient and has dropped off the face of the earth for a while, is chosen by Mjolnir, the hammer, to become Thor.
Why?
Or to become the goddess of thunder.
It doesn't make any sense.
It was really bad fan fiction, and eventually, the reason why it went on for so long is because Lady Thor, she couldn't be canceled yet because she was already appearing in so many different Marvel stories. Like, they had different, like, what do they call them? Like, massive, you know, team-up stuff. So they couldn't really complete her story, so it took them several issue hiatuses for the story to be complete, and that's why she lasted so long. As soon as the numbers came in and Marvel saw how bad that she was doing, Thor was brought back.
Yeah, may I make a suggestion of why the first book would have sold and not the others? Because, like, say you have a YouTube video and you, like, film yourself, like, jumping into a pool of Coca-Cola or something like this.
They do make videos like that.
I know, but I'm saying, you know, like, you make shock and awe videos. The first video, obviously people are going to watch it. It's dumb, but people are going to watch it because it's different. Just like Lady Thor is different.
Fallen brothers, you fought well, even in death.
Okay.
Bound to be more of these undead soldiers on the way. We better get moving.
But after a while, if you make 10,000 videos of you jumping in a Coca-Cola, no one's gonna watch it anymore. Because it was a dumb video in the first place, people just watched it because it was different.
You choose the path, since I ain't never been one to take the high road.
Okay, so you probably guessed this, but the game jammed up a little bit, so we gotta start over. Also, I benched Amber so that, maybe the game won't jam up this time.
Yeah.
Fancy castle who can help us, do ya?
The Queen of Hell has many powers, Rodent. Helping others is not one of them.
Well, Thor will still be with us in the,
Thor's with us as spirit.
he's in those little intercom things. Yeah.
But anyway, I got a little cut off, so I'm just gonna close my my thing so you guys understand something.
Feel so bad when I send them plummeting to their doom.
No, you don't feel bad because they're ghosts. Like, there are other Thor characters they could have borrowed from, and Marvel is choosing to ignore them. Like, there was an alien called Beta Ray Bill, who was really cool, He somehow got Thor's hammer. He went on all these misadventures. He's still ignored by the MCU.
You told me about him. It sounds really cool. That would be an interesting character.
It was an interesting character. Also, guys and gals, see how I am knocking characters off using Wolverine?
Sorry.
I'm not necessarily beating these big guys. I'm using their disadvantage in weight to knock them off things, while Storm is the CPU character that is basically kind of acting as a support role.
Yeah.
Amber loves playing this game, but at the same time, swipey doesn't always help.
I'm not always doing the best job.
As a teammate.
Sorry.
Should we stray off course into that fetid ooze, we will surely join the legion of dead that dwell here.
Okay, well, let's not go into the ooze then. But it's not necessarily... Shut up, Thor. It's not necessarily that... Because I know there's going to be people saying that I'm a toxic male or whatever and all this other stuff, but... When it comes to comics,
mean things in the comics.
No. Yeah, Amber, thanks for that. When it comes to comic books, yes, people use gimmicks to sell books, but people don't understand that Thor Jane did not sell books. It lost readership. Marvel is still bleeding readership for the Thor books because of that stunt. And even though what's-his-name, the writer, won an Eisner Award, that doesn't mean anything. Tom King, one of the worst things to happen to Batman in 15 years, just won an Eisner Award. It means nothing. You know? It's a club. You're part of a club that, you know, you meet certain requirements and you appease a certain group, and they see you as better than other people because you won some flimsy award. It doesn't mean you're a good writer. Both Tom King and Aaron are terrible writers. They just got lucky that they got picked up when the quality dipped so much at the companies they work for. I could do a better job.
I don't really acknowledge awards as like that, really, because it's just actors giving each other awards. What really matters...
It's a pat on the back, that's all it is.
Yeah, what really matters is, do your comic book sell? Did you make the fans happy?
No.
Did you make money for Marvel? But it's not just that. Did you make the fans... remember you as making a comic book that's beloved? And no, that didn't happen.
No, it didn't happen.
So
but there was other cool stuff that happened besides Jane Thor, but it's very possible that, Thor Jane is going to be like the solo of the MCU, and they need to have that happen because it wasn't until Marvel was like, whoa, we're bleeding money, we need to do something about this and bring Thor back, and try to, get back our readers that we lost, which people did lose them. It wasn't like, I remember some of the rants on Twitter from the Thor writer. He was like, I blame the economy for the recession of comics.
Oh my gosh.
It's like, it never has to do with that. Comics are a lot cheaper than people think they are. People don't want to support the contents of your book, not, worried about their wallet. If they enjoy your stories and they, like where the book is going, they're going to follow whatever gimmick you did. The death of Captain America, the death of Superman, Batman losing to Bane. All of these sold books. Jason Todd coming back from the dead. Gimmicks work when they're handled well. But in Lady Thor's case, it wasn't handled well. It worked reverse. And that's a fact. You can hate me, you can call me whatever you want, but...
Well, Luke, there's tons of female characters that, do really well in the MC.
Of course.
If...
Wanda's getting her own show.
What I don't understand is, if female Thor is getting her own movie, why has there not been did they never make a Black Widow movie? Why did she never get her own movie?
She's finally getting her movie now.
After she is?
It's a prequel.
Okay, well, I'm just saying, they had lots of time and...
And speaking of Wanda's actually going to be starring in the next Doctor Strange movie. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse. Plus, she's getting her own TV show.
No, it doesn't have to do with the fact that she's a woman, though. The character is poorly written. She happens to be a woman, but then people play the woman card going, you can't say that this character is badly written because I made her a female. It's like, so you can make a terribly written character and then just put a stamp of female on her and suddenly now your character's immune to criticism because she's a female? That doesn't make any sense.
You just summed up comic books the past 2 years. My goodness.
Why can't your characters stand on their own 2 feet regardless if they're a male or a female?
So, getting back to the Wanda thing, because I actually did want to talk about that. I know all about the upcoming Phase 4 stuff, and I love the idea of Wanda working with Doctor Strange, because in the comics, she was actually his apprentice at one point in time. And we never really got to see that. I mean, so far we've only seen Wanda Maximoff as Wanda Maximoff.
Wait.
She hasn't become the Scarlet Witch, really.
She was Doctor Strange's apprentice?
At one point, yes.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, I'm really getting into Wanda. I also really like the actress that's playing her, because she really is into the comics. I really liked... You guys haven't seen...
The Jumanji girl? Yeah, she's awesome.
Oh, wait.
Oh, no, sorry. I was thinking...
Elizabeth Olsen.
Elizabeth Olsen. I was thinking about Nebula.
No, it's okay. Nebula's pretty cool, too. No, she, I think they look kind of similar, actually, but...
They do, a little bit.
She did this really cute little video on YouTube where she talked about the history of Scarlet Witch in comics. And it was really cute. I really liked it, how she went and... I don't know if she did all that research or someone did it for her, but she talked about the comic character.
Thor's angry.
And basically the history of her, and I thought that was really cute. So, I mean, see, that's what I like, an actor or an actress that respects the character they're playing and actually appreciates...
Like Chris Hemsworth?
All the things that the fans love
People
about
don't
the character.
understand that Natalie Portman actually left the MCU. She didn't want to be a part of it anymore. She didn't like it.
Exactly. Chris Hemsworth really he went to the trouble to read Thor comic books and find out things about Thor's powers. Exactly.
He is the best version of Thor, too. I really like what he did with the character. Because I was never a Thor fan until I saw Chris Hemsworth. Like, Thor, to me, was this guy that sounded like this.
Yeah.
And just was kind of like, I am Thor, mortals.
I feel like he really fleshed out the character, especially him and Loki together
Loki
as
was
brothers.
great. Loki's getting his own TV show, too.
I feel like that's one of the best things that ever happened to, like, the comic book character in Thor in, like, you know, in the cinematic universe, is having the character of Loki and Thor, like as brothers, and that struggle between them, and also them laughing, and like, I just love their relationship. That's the best part of Thor in the MCU, is him and Loki. You know, I think it's really interesting. And
guys, I'm gonna bring Amber back. I'm just...
Yeah, I'm excited about Wanda. You know,
Be proud, my fallen brothers. You fought well, even in death.
There are bound to be more of these undead soldiers on the way.
Oh, we lost. Where's Storm? Okay, Storm's back.
I don't know. But yeah, I mean, for me, it's just like movies that look interesting, I'm gonna watch. Movies that don't look interesting, I'm just not gonna watch. So.
And you shouldn't be criticized for not watching movies you don't like. People are entitled to their opinion.
I don't understand why I'd want to sit through a 2-hour movie that looks stupid or that I'm not into.
All right, let's go low then. Oof. So we want to avoid the... Is that ever going to go down? It's not going down.
I mean, movies are expensive today, too. So.
Oh, yeah. Films are a lot more expensive than they used to be.
I don't have money to watch every movie, like, especially with the popcorn prices and stuff. Like, there's no way. I mean, there's a lot of movies this year that I wanted to watch that I haven't been able to afford to go to. I'm gonna have to watch it on Amazon or free Netflix or something later. You know, so...
Yeah, but
I'm certainly not going to spend my money on something I don't want to watch.
Well, the MCU has done something different too. Like, they're doing basically TV shows based on the characters that aren't getting movies right now. Aside from Wanda teaming up with Doctor Strange, I think 2021, 2022, something like that.
Yeah,
it's going to be a while. But for the adventures of what happened after Endgame with Captain America, you need to watch the Bucky and Sam Wilson show, which is coming out in 2020. And that's going to be part of Disney's streaming service. So, you know, in order to see what happened to those characters during Phase 4 and who's going to become Captain America, you need to watch that show.
Whoa.
And the same thing with understanding, like, how Vision comes back, which he didn't come back in Endgame or Infinity War. They didn't show it. But apparently he's going to be brought back in the Wanda and Vision show or something. I don't know, which takes place after the events of Endgame.
So... On a weird side note, though, like, totally unrelated, so Storm is originally from somewhere in Africa, But she apparently probably never heard of Wakanda before because it's completely hidden, I'm guessing. And then somehow she met T'Challa and they got married and now she lives in Wakanda, I'm guessing. But I'm just wondering where Storm is exactly from, because Africa is a gigantic continent.
I don't remember the place in Africa she's from, but it was a small village where they worshipped her as a deity because of, like, you know, all the stuff that was going on. Their place was in famine. She took to the mountains and she became... I don't even think when Xavier found her, she was kind of just, like, not wearing clothes and, you know, acting like this deity with her white eyes and, you know, giving them rain and all this other stuff, which they desperately needed, like this tribal people. And Xavier found her. She was just a teenager or something. And he was like, why don't you come to my school? And she's like, what do you mean school? You know, she was very foreign.
Oh, yeah. That's what I thought was so cool about her. She's got this cool foreign accent. And, you know, she's so powerful, you know.
But there was more to it than that. She was actually possessed by, like, this really nasty, like, demon creature. I don't remember his name, but he was causing her to do all this bad stuff. Xavier found her, he saved her, and that's why she had such a connection to Xavier's, because he was, like, kind of a dad.
So he helped her out. Well, if you really think about it, Xavier, like, everyone around her village... Probably no one would be able to understand her or help her understand her powers. You know, the only person who could really help her out is Xavier. It's a really good thing he came. I mean, where was he just scouring the entire Earth looking for mutants then, or?
Yes, because what happened was his team ended up getting lost. Like, the first X-Men team, something happened to them where they were trapped on this island, and Xavier couldn't find them. He thought they were all dead. So he went and he recruited the new Uncanny X-Men. The only survivor was Cyclops of that team, supposedly.
Wow.
And, you know, so this new team, led by Cyclops, consisted of Wolverine, so this guy from Canada with adamantium claws, Storm, a Native American character called Warpath, who died in the book, Nightcrawler from Germany, Colossus from Russia.
Oh, that's why they're from all different countries then, because he went over the entire Earth to try to find them.
Yup, whereas the first X-Men class, they're, like, not really diverse.
Yeah, they're not from all over the world.
Right.
Then.
And, you know, back in the day, comic books, they didn't do diversity just for diversity's sake. Like, these characters each had, like, a purpose.
Like, they each had their personality and
culture,
like their culture that they came with, like, that kind of became part of their backstory. It made their character more interesting.
Xavier had to go collect all these different X-Men in the giant-size X-Men issue to save his team. And for a while, the old X-Men, the first-class team consisting of Havoc, Polaris, Cyclops, Jean Grey, Beast, and Angel all worked with the new X-Men. And then eventually they had a falling out, and the X-Men that stayed was from the original team was only Iceman, Iceman and Cyclops and Jean. Havoc left, Beast left, Angel left, Polaris left. So
what manner of demon is this?
Valkyrie!
No demon at all, my prince. Just a humble servant of Asgard who knows full well that the living do not belong in this wretched place.
Valkyrie!
Battles trolls. Something delivers souls.
Alright, so we made it to the next checkpoint. Why don't we bring you back in?
Okay.
And just so people know, when you play with 2 players, this game actually increases the difficulty. It doesn't matter if you're playing on Mighty or Friendly. Whenever you bring 2 players in, more enemies, intense challenge.
And no offense to me, but I'm not very good, so...
Amber, this game is made by Team Ninja. If you can beat this, you're gonna get some serious street cred.
I will.
Oh yeah.
Wandered a trifle off thy path now, eh?
This is the hardest game in the Marvel's Ultimate Alliance, like, franchise.
Oh, wow. We're looking for a way back. Can you help?
'Tis my sworn duty to ferry Asgard's most honorable souls to the eternal paradise that awaits in Valhalla. But that final journey is not yet one thou art prepared to take, I fathom.
Can you at least transport us back to somewhere a little bit more welcoming than this?
If only I could. 'Twas my intent, of course, but the conduit between realms I travel has been obscured by dark magics. Now only the Queen of the Dead herself can usher us back to the mortal realm.
Do you think she'll allow us to leave?
Queen Hela collects souls like trophies. She will never relinquish ones as noble as yours without one hell of a fight.
Ah, puns.
I get it. How about we try to talk to her first?
Fine. But should we fail, my blade is eager to cleave some souls in twain. And on the bright side, should we perish this day, at least we have not far to go.
Oh my god. That's terrible.
Oh, that's funny.
At least we don't have far to go.
Onward.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, you're gonna, you know.
What?
No, nothing.
Jump?
The gates of
No.
Castle Hela have opened themselves to us.
No.
Into the jaws of the dragon we go.
All right, it's time for an audience with the Queen of Hades.
I don't think she's gonna let us go.
Actually, we're probably gonna have to. Uh-oh.
This does not bode well.
Whoa.
Fire demons are not limited to this realm. What dark pact has Hela conjured now?
These are creatures from the dark dimension.
Yeah, I feel like, well, as far as I know about Valkyries, they're supposed to take, like, warriors to heaven, or, like, to the Norse heaven or whatever, so I feel like they don't really belong in heck.
Nice teamwork. Yeah, we're gonna have to work together to beat most of these enemies. What's amazing, though, is Storm's a level 50, yet she's struggling in this dimension? That doesn't make any
Yeah.
sense to me. There's a serious balance issue with this. Because it took me 3 hours to get her to level 50.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right, I vaguely remember that.
Well, that's why you thought I've been playing with her for so long.
Yeah, I've been watching you do that for a while. I was like, wait, haven't we been playing with, yeah, exactly. Storm for, like, forever. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Oof.
Lightning strike.
Oh, that was kind of a lightning strike. Oh, that could have been bad.
Well, I remember when we first played Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, and I was playing with Storm, and you were telling me how I should call out the different, like, things that I was saying.
No, that was one of them. This is the third game.
Oh, okay, never mind. We were
It was
playing
a
Ultimate
Marvel.
Alliance
It was
1 or
one of
2.
them. Yeah.
And then I was like, really? And then you and I went over all these different clips of Storm, and you were showing me all the different, like, things that she would say and stuff, and I was like,
Just because
wow.
it's fun to call out the attacks.
Yeah, I realized that she's, like, such a cool character. Like, she's, I mean, yeah, I mean, she's, you know, she's, you know, from another country and everything like that. But also, like, that's not really who she is. She's got a personality all her own, you know? She's just really cool. She has so many cool things about her.
She's one of my favorite X-Men. Like, my dream team, like, if I were to be able to write an X-Men book, like, the team that I would consist of probably would be Nightcrawler, Colossus, Wolverine, Storm, Gambit, Rogue, maybe Cyclops, Jean, Iceman.
I never was a big fan of Rogue, but I guess she's okay. I don't really understand her powers.
Bishop. I like Bishop.
Okay, I'm sorry. Thought I was that other guy.
Also Jubilee. Jubilee is a character that doesn't get a lot of love. She's a fun character. She's not very powerful, but at the same time, she's good at keeping the morale up for the rest of the X-Men because of, you know, just her personality. And I'm trying to think who I'd round off. I mean, that's already a pretty big team right there. I would have Beast in an advisor role. He wouldn't really be going on missions because, you know, he's older. He was part of the first class of X-Men. So when he was a teenager, he was an X-Man, you know? And he's so much older now. So, oh my gosh, this game is living up to that Team Ninja reputation and then some.
Let our storms converge.
Oh wow, overkill for just a bunch of small enemies. That's crazy.
I couldn't get up to this, like, top level because they were shooting us.
No, I know. I'm just saying there needs to be a serious patch for balance because we're near the end of the game. We have to be, and this is a major struggle right now.
Well, I mean, I'm here. That might be part of it.
Could be part of it. I mean, I did manage to get past the bridge, which I know we're gonna have to cut some of that, but it took me a few tries to do it. Like, I didn't do it right away. All right. Nobody needs health. Did we lose somebody? No. We have to go this way, sweetie.
We did lose... I thought we lost one person. T'Challa, I don't see him anywhere.
No, he's there. T'Challa's right there.
Okay. Ooh.
Oof. Well, next checkpoint.
Throne room lies ahead. Prepare thy words if thou desirest, warriors. I shall prepare my sword just in case.
So Valkyrie's not playable.
I have a question about this game, though, Luke. If you could do this whole game over, would you just pick 4 characters and do the whole game with them?
Yes.
Would you pick, like, probably either T'Challa or Wolverine as your swipey character?
Wolverine.
Okay, because I
can
was
heal.
But you could pick one or the other
I do
and
not
just stick
take
with that
kindly
one.
to uninvited guests in my realm.
Queen of the Dead.
We were exiled here beyond our control, Lady Hela.
I came to ferry these warriors back to Asgard, but the path has since been closed to me.
Ah, yes. Well, I fear Asgard has its own visitors to deal with at the moment.
What wicked scheme have you hatched this time, Queen of the Dead?
Uh-oh.
I have merely done what I always have. Lord Thor.
Oh, no!
She seems pretty bitter.
Whatever I must to ensure that my realm is forever filled with fresh souls, including yours.
That was supposed to be the destruction of Asgard.
Yeah.
Surtur!
Now, I must attend to more important matters. But I've invited a trusted ally from Muspelheim to make sure you feel right at home.
Oh,
Okay. Great! This guy. Yeah, so that's... I'm gonna call her Helena because I don't want to say the other name for her. But she's Thor's
sister. Supposed to be. But you have to remember, they took a lot of free liberties with the Thor Ragnarok movie.
Yeah.
Which Ragnarok was supposed to be the end of Asgard, which in a way it was, because Asgard's gone. It was recreated on Earth in Switzerland or something.
Or Norway, probably.
But yeah, I don't like the fact that we're not really going to get to see the adventures of Thor and the Guardians of the Galaxy, because Thor Love and Thunder takes place before the Guardians of the Galaxy, and we don't even know if Thor's going to be in the third one now. Because he might not have his powers anymore. I don't know.
I think part of me, the thing that bothers me is that I really am liking Chris Hemsworth as an actor.
Oh, he's a great actor.
I also feel like he's such a great family guy. Like, I found out something great about him, that part of the reason why he became an actor to begin with was to help pay, like, for his parents' farm or something like that. Like, they didn't have any money. I was like, wow, this guy just seems like a genuine, like, nice person. And I just, like, I don't know. I feel bad. Like, I feel like he made the character popular. It's just weird that they would just substitute him, like, but it would have been cool if he had, like, a 10-year run like Iron Man. I feel like he was kind of gypped. That's my opinion. If they do it, a shock and awe, like, thing, and have somebody else do it, I really hope they bring him back. That's all I want to say.
If the actor wants to come back,
yeah, he might not.
After a humiliation like that, why would you want to come back?
I mean, maybe it'll be a funny movie, but knowing Natalie Portman, I can't see any kind of humor or entertaining things going on in the movie. Because I'm not saying this, but even when I'm talking about Natalie Portman online, people say, I don't not like her, but she's just very bland. It's like, right, so how could she be a lead actress in a role that's supposed to be entertaining?
Okay. Try to pay attention, Ams. We're not even hurting him.
Alright, I'm done. Alright, I'm not gonna talk about it anymore.
can't even tell if we're hurting him at all, to be honest.
I don't know. Okay, this is his hand.
The storm is unleashed.
I feel like... Whoa!
Whatever magic Hela used to block our escape, it has vanished along with her. I am once again free to summon the Bifrost.
What devilry!
And thus to move this battle to more familiar ground.
Sorry.
Oh, snap. We're still fighting it! And we were barely winning!
Yeah, we're hopefully... I was gonna say, maybe our life replenished.
No!
Oops. Maybe I should have been more paying attention instead of...
Maybe, cutscene. And how am I supposed to do that? Okay, watch out for his hand.
I'm trying...
Well, actually, we are hurting him now a little bit, but both our characters are about to die soon. Oh, there goes Storm.
Oh crap, oh crap.
She has to continue. Ooh, I don't like this guy. Get him, Wolverine!
Oh my gosh.
Wow!
I'm running scared over here.
You're running scared? I'm the one getting hit by a flame sword. Did I survive? What's the use of a healing factor if it doesn't heal? Get him! Well, we are hurting him, kind of.
Come then, Surtur. If it is Ragnarok thou bringest, let us burn together.
Oh, we're so close! Ah!
Do I have a healing factor?
No. Move it! Ah! I'm dead. Nope, I live. I live! I'm alive! I am sick and tired of these giant Galactus-style bosses!
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
Stop it, Team Ninja!
Oh my gosh!
Ah! Yeah!
Oh my gosh! We did it!
I've waited eons to cleave this cursed bridge in two. None shall steal that glory from me.
Glory is reserved for the gods, Surtur!
Ooh! Whoa, bye-bye!
And you are not fit to walk amongst them.
That was pretty cool.
Morning sun, I shall return.
Aye, my foes always do. But as long as Asgard still stands, the mighty Thor and his allies shall defend it till their dying breaths.
Whoa, I'm feeling chills.
Oh my gosh.
That was pretty cool.
That villainous vixen Hela is still at large. We must seek counsel with the Allfather.
Alright, guys and gals, that is gonna do it for this episode. Being in the underworld kind of brought out some festering rage. A little bit. We'll say that.
We're in Happy World now.
Yeah, we're back in the world of Asgard. So join us next time as we basically hang out in Thor's kingdom and maybe try to bring Thor in for a little bit, even though it's not going to bode well for the mighty god of thunder.
I don't know how
because
it's going to work out.
The enemies are a lot tougher, unless they were just tougher because we were in Hela down there. But God bless and happy gaming. Thanks so much for watching. Check out some other cool videos and like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Tell us what you thought about the MCU announcements and what your favorite Thor character is in the comment section below. And we'll see you with Asgard tomorrow. Bye-bye.
See